about to begin. The 52nd League Cup final, the Coca-Cola Cup final. Celtic against Dundee United. Andy Tom and Henrik Larsson get the match started. And eyes will be fixed early on. But firstly, how Celtic are playing and how Dundee United plan to respond. A touch for Stephen Presley, who immediately sends it back to Sieb Dijkstra. There's Mai, Blinker. Teasing Skoldmark, trying to get in behind. It's a good ball in, here's Larsson. For Weghorst, struck it well. Straight at Dijkstra, but the first chance of the match goes Celtic's way. Final ball, not as good as Reggie Blinker would have wanted. Mahe on the right foot. Away from Presley again, straight at Weghorst. Now McNamara. Andy Tom in the wide position. Pedersen and Perry are in front of him, so forced to turn it back. Burley gets it from Weghorst. Celtic content to keep the ball, waiting for the opening to be the right one. Nice touch from Larsson. Blinker tackled by Easton. Henrik Larsson has it again. Larsson's through and Dijkstra saves well. Good skill that from Larsson, but good goalkeeping, good anticipation from Dijkstra. Here's Craig Burley, always keen to put his foot on the ball and spread the play. McNamara with Andy Tom making a run up ahead. Tackled by Perry, in from behind, free kick. Weghorst is there as well. There is Morten Weghorst. Kept in by Stubbs, or so he thought. Here's Olofsson, a typical bursting run from him, but that was a beautifully timed tackle by Alan Stubbs. Olofsson was moving at some speed, and the tackle had to be right. Morten Weghorst getting the break of the ball, looking for a return from Henrik Larsson, but he was taken out. Mark Reaper up in the box alongside Henrik Larsson, Reggie Blinker just outside the area. Andy Tom is over the ball. Away from Zetterlund. Mahe to Blinker. Good work by Winters. Closing down Blinker. Blinker again teasing. Mahe is behind him. First time in. Norris Malpass first there. McNamara doing the chasing. Here's Tom. Weghorst making a run. It's a good run too. He's got some time to have a look here. And there's the opening goal! It's Mark Reaper. 20 minutes gone, and Celtic make the breakthrough. Mark Reaper so nearly didn't play in this match because of a calf injury. But there he was, popping up in the attacking position, and when this ball was flighted in from Weghorst, Reaper was always the favourite, and his header left Sieb Dijkstra a spectator. And what an important goal that could prove to be. Won by Presley, and knocked down by Zetterlund. Now how will Dundee United respond to that setback? Pass, it's given away by United. This could be trouble. Henrik Larsson takes a deflection, and that's number 2. Henrik Larsson's shot, it came off for a small pass and left Dijkstra again with no chance. So inside 2 minutes, it's a second Celtic goal. In from Erik Pedersen. Here's Lars Zetterlund. Well charged down by Stubbs, and away from Burley. That was United with an immediate response to that second Celtic goal. hurling the ball into the area. Away from Reaper, here's Bowman. Maurice Malpass in support. Pedersen. Trying to get away from Jackie McNamara. Winters and Olofsson are in the middle. Here's Mark Perry. Easton getting into the box as well, and Skoldmark on the far side. Here's Winters, it's a good ball in. Up goes Easton, up to went Stefan Mai. Good defensive header. Stubbs picks out McNamara. Wayward with the pass. Won well by Pedersen. Now Weghorst. Away from Zetterlund. This was where the first goal came from. Blinker, a missed kick on his right foot. That was a real chance for Blinker. Header won by Burley, it drops for Blinker. Here's Henrik Larsson, Stefan Mai's made a good run. Larsson and Tom in the middle. There's Henrik Larsson, but it's a good defensive header. And given away again, this time by Bowman. Maurice Malpass slipped. Lovely interchange between Larsson and Weghorst, in from McNamara. And the header from Andy Tom. It looped over the crossbar, but yet again Celtic able to do as they please in the build-up. Won by Boyd. Zetterlund knocks it forward, looking for Olofsson. Just a Blinker. Henrik Larsson won another good header and gets it back. Celtic raging forward again. Good tackle though by Zetterlund. Well in was Tom Boyd. He's shown real determination today. He wants a cup winner's medal. Bowman finds Zetterlund, surely fouled, but that's half-time. And Celtic have a 2-goal lead at half-time in the Coca-Cola Cup final. Mark Reaper scored the first. Lovely cross from Morten Weghorst, which he headed past Dijkstra. And then Henrik Larsson, 2 minutes later, made it 2. A shot from outside the area. It took a touch off Maurice Malpass, and it looped over the head of Dijkstra. Celtic very much in control at half-time. Here's Robbie Winters, escaping the clutches of Tom Boyd for once. And he's won himself a free kick, just a few yards outside the penalty area. Over the ball, Kjell Olofsson, it struck well! He really got hold of that one, did Olofsson. But a lot of solidity about this Celtic defending. Winters with the pass for Perry, but away from Blinker. Returned by Presley. Big roar goes round Ibrox as Blinker finds Weghorst. It's a surging run. Here's Andy Tom, and a good save by Sieg Dijkstra. A real chance for Celtic's third there, but Andy Tom foiled by the diving stop at the edge of the area. Good ball that from Tom. Spotted Weghorst. Perfect pace on the pass. It's another great run from Weghorst. Here's Blinker. That's well charged down. Now Robbie Winters with Craig Easton alongside him. Zetterlund and McSwiggan are up ahead of him. Zetterlund touches it back for Olofsson. Came off Reaper. Disappointing effort that from Kjell Olofsson. And now Weghorst, another good pass for Larsson. Nobody in the middle for Celtic. Larsson will need to hold this up while reinforcements arrive, unless he does it all himself. Here's Blinker. It's a good run this from Reggie Blinker. And a good ball in! That's number 3, and it's Craig Burley. The match winner in the semi-final scores the goal that may well clinch Celtic's win in the Coca-Cola Cup final. Tom is onside. This could be number 4 now. And Tom's missed it. That looked as if it must be number 4 for Celtic. McNamara gets it back from Burley. Good play this from Jackie McNamara. He's away from Easton. And again. Cut back for Burley. Falls for Weghorst. Away from Zetterlund. And the effort from Stefan Mai on his right foot, not the favoured one. And the shot's off target. Another good attack. Superb play on the right-hand side from Jackie McNamara. And McNamara finds Donnelly. Boyd for Weghorst. Does so well again. In from Boyd. Henrik Larsson's header. Won the header very well. Couldn't quite direct it away from Dijkstra. But for a small man, he's only 5'10", he wins a lot of ball in the air. We've played a minute of stoppage time. And Celtic not far away from a major celebration. Celtic have won the Coca-Cola Cup final. Their first League Cup win for 15 years. How sweet it is for Tom Boyd, who along with Simon Donnelly was a loser here against Wraith Rovers 3 years ago. And for Craig Burley as well. Missed out on the FA Cup win with Chelsea last season, left out by Ruud Gullit. But he has been a big performer for Celtic today and scored the 3rd goal in the second half, which sealed the triumph.
An utterly convincing Celtic victory, orchestrated by man of the match, Morten Weghorst.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't delighted to have been voted man of the match, but what's more important for me is the fact that we won the cup. Delighted for the lads, delighted for the supporters. I think it was there for all to see how they felt at the end of the game, and just delighted to have sent them home happy.
As the Celtic fans prepare to greet their heroes. And Tom Boyd, who suffered in 1994 against Wraith Rovers, will now milk the moment. It was his 32nd birthday last Monday, and he now takes delivery of the Coca-Cola Cup.
Feels very good to win this cup, especially if you see after the game all the supporters. You really feel well about it. Winning the cup. I think that makes them all happy. I think that's important. A long time they didn't have something to celebrate.
Well, it's magnificent. You know, you're watching the players celebrating in the park, but I was more interested watching the fans celebrate, because they've not had a lot of it over the last few years. Even in the League Cup's now 15 years since they celebrated it. It was so early on in the season. I think we've just told everyone we're here to stay.
It's very important, not only for us players, also for the supporters to pick something up. And I think that the way we did it tonight was good.
The fans certainly thought so.